In contrast to the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps, the Air Force is the military arm of the nation that engages in aerial combat. The Air Force is an integral aspect of any nation and, like other forces, plays a crucial role in preserving national security. The Air Force is made up of a variety of aircraft, including bombers, helicopters, fighter planes, transport planes, and other types of aircraft. Simply put, its goal is to protect the country by using air and space resources effectively. So let's get into our list of the top 10 strongest air forces in the world. Number 10. Pakistan Air Force. The F-16 fighter Falcon aircraft, which were produced in the USA, are used by the Pakistan Air Force. It also contains the fighter aircraft MiG-21 and MiG-19. Given the vast air force capacities of the surrounding nations, Pakistan also created its own enormous air force, the PAF, which is currently ranked 7th among the top 10 nations with the best air force. Pakistan has been involved in a number of regional feuds since its founding, particularly with its neighbor India. As a result, it steadily built up its air defense system to protect itself from external threats and maintain the balance of power in the region. It also has a significant number of F-16 Fighting Falcons and Chengdu J-7 Chinese fighter aircraft. It also has French fighter aircraft, the Mirage 3, and the Mirage 5. Number 9. South Korean Air Force. The nation has a strong presidential system and held its first election in 1948. In the same amount of time as China, South Korea's Air Force has advanced significantly. F-16s have replaced F-5s and F-4s, and they created the T-50 Golden Eagle, an extremely capable advanced trainer that has also been converted into a multi-role fighter. The Republic of Korea Air Force, often known as the South Korean Air Force, was founded on October 1, 1949. Its motto is the highest power defending Korea, and its main office is located in Gyeonggi. There are 65,000 active members of this Air Force, and it possesses 740 aircraft, including fighters like the F-5E, F-4E, F-A-50, and others. Additionally, it has an MD-500 Defender attack helicopter, a Dassault Falcon 2000, etc. It has participated in numerous wars, including the Vietnam War and the Persian Gulf War. Number 8. British Royal Air Force. A member of the oldest group of nations with decision-making powers, the British Air Force is regarded as the oldest air force in the world. This air force's strategic bombing is legendary. When the Royal Flying Corps and the Royal Naval Forces were united on April 1, 1918, the United Kingdom's Aerial Warfare Force was created. The Royal Air Force maintains a fleet of operational, technologically advanced, and diversely typed aircraft that it refers to as leading edge. It has 832 operating aircraft, 1,940 Royal Auxiliary Air Force, 33,200 active employees, and 3,300 reserves. Number 7. French Air Force. The French military is still among the strongest in the world, and it uses some of the most cutting-edge technology. Similar to the British, the French typically have a tenth as much equipment as the Americans do. The French Air and Space Force, the official name of the France Air Force, came into effect on September 10, 2020. It was founded in 1909, and in 1934 it became a standalone military wing. There are 5,187 operational reserve personnel and 40,500 active duty personnel in the France Air Force. With 1057 aircraft, this Air Force has about 300 combat aircraft, the majority of which are 158 Dassault Mirage 2000 and 102 Dassault Rafale. Following World War II, France developed a thriving domestic aircraft industry that has proven valuable in numerous conflicts and wars. Number 6. Israeli Air Force. The air and space arm of the Israeli Air Force, often known as the Air Corps. The Israeli Air Force, which is renowned for having a vast fleet of aircraft, is also very skilled and well-versed in contemporary equipment. Israel has a strong air force, much of which is based on necessity. The Israelis have put their own electronics on the F-15I and F-16I jets, which are renowned for their special capabilities and support Israel's military, but the majority of its aircrafts are based on American designs. The Israeli Air Force, in addition to having capable aircraft, also keeps a high level of preparedness, with many of its pilots among the best trained in the world. Number 5. Japan Air Self-Defense Force. Over 300 air superiority and multi-role fighters have been built by the nation to protect Japan from threats on land, at sea, and in the air. Japan could be ranked higher, but due to Article 9 of its post-World War II Constitution, they are constrained. They continue to push the envelope, but they lack ground attack capability. Nevertheless, their air-to-air, anti-surface ship, and anti-submarine capabilities are rather good. The Japan Air Self-Defense Force was founded on July 1, 1954, and is the name of the country's Air Force. The Japan Self-Defense Force's Air and Space Wing is responsible for it. The organization's tagline is "Key to Defense Ready Anytime," and its headquarters are located in Ichigaya, Shinjuku, Tokyo. Japan's Air Force conducts combat air patrols throughout the nation and maintains an air early warning radar system. Additionally, it boasts a Blue Impulse aerobatic team that has participated in numerous UN peacekeeping deployments. It possesses 745 aircraft, of which 330 are fighter aircraft like the F-15J/DJ, F-2A divided by B, F-35AB, etc., and around 50,324 men on active duty. In 2023, the Japanese Air Force will change its name to the Japan Air and Space Self-Defense Force to reflect the significance of space. Number 4. People's Liberation Army Air Force, China. The Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force, PLAF, which has 1,991 combat aircraft, 857 in the Army, and 437 in the Navy, for a total of 3,285, is the third largest air force in the world. There are roughly 330,000 troops in the Chinese Air Force. China has more people than the Russian Air Force while having fewer aircraft overall than Russia. In addition, over the past 20 years, the PLAF may have made the most notable advancements among any air forces in the world. Number 3. Indian Air Force. This nation has produced several of its own planes over the years and has won a few wars. They rely on Russian airframes, but the Saudis and Japanese have F-15s, which is the only reason they lag behind the Saudis. It was formally founded on October 8, 1932. To broaden the pool of candidates for the defense forces, military schools and Sainik schools were formed. The President of India is the Air Force's Commander-in-Chief. The Indian Air Force is quite large, with 139,576 active duty personnel, 140,000 reserve personnel, and more than 1,850 aircraft, including multi-role fighters like the Rafale, Sukhoi, HAL Tejas, and Sepakat Jaguar, as well as land-based missile systems like surface-to-air missiles and ballistic missiles, among others. Operations like Operation Vijay, Operation Cactus, and 4 significant wars with Pakistan were all fought by the IAF. Number 2. Russian Air Force. The Russian Air Force is a pale imitation of the Soviet Air Force it once was. It is still a strong air force, though. The old Soviet Union, which gave rise to the Soviet Air Force in 1992, disintegrated, leaving the Russian Air Force with 1,900 combat aircraft. But despite this, Russia continues to develop its air defense strength by building several potent combat aircraft. The Mikoyan MiG-31 Foxhound is an exceptional aircraft that is fiercely competent and has extraordinary capabilities. As a result, any emergency anywhere in the world may be handled by the Russian Air Force. As a result, it holds the second position in the list of air forces throughout the world thanks to its strongest military air defense and high-speed warfare aircraft. more than 3,000 strategic bombers and 4,500 fighter jets, including the MiG-29 Fulcrum and MiG-25 Foxbat, are flown by this country. 3,400 attack aircraft, including the Su-24 Fencer, Su-25 Frogfoot, and Su-17 Fitter, are present. Foxbat 25 3,400 attack aircraft, including the Su-24 Fencer, Su-25 Frogfoot, and Su-17 Fitter, are present. Number 1. United States Air Force. The American Air Force continues to lead the world in this regard, and by a remarkably wide margin. The United States Air Force, USAF, which will have 5,217 active aircraft by 2021, will have the largest, most advanced technologically, and most potent air fleet in the world. There are no fighter jets like the F-35 Lightning II or the F-15 Strike Eagle in the USAF's fleet. However, there are 792 operational AH-64 Apache attack helicopters and 75 operational MQ-1C Gray Eagle drones. The sheer quantity of Apache assault helicopters alone made a spot in the top 10 necessary. That was all for the top 10 strongest air forces in the world. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos like this one.